Hello and welcome to another Friday reading vlog from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Book, and David, absolutely up to his shoulders in it, and Minnie. Feels a bit like Vlogmas when we do this.
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
We don't often film in bed together.
No.
Yeah, I guess we'll start this Friday reading vlog, as I always do. We're going to make a cup of tea. Would you like a cup of tea, David?
Yes, please.
Would you like a cup of tea, Minnie?
She'd like a warm saucer of milk.
Oh, she can't have that. Do you remember that time you gave her
Yeah.
the milk and you were like, Minnie's drinking milk? And I said,
I gave her a bowl of milk and she drank it all up.
Minnie's drunk a bowl of milk all up. And I said, oh, they're not supposed to have milk?
And she was absolutely going to tell. I was eating a Pringle,
Yeah.
so I bit off half of it, and I let her lick it. She was going.
When?
The other day.
David, she's not supposed to have salt.
I know, but a little bit, because she's old. She deserves treats.
Oh dear. Right, okay, anyway, I'll go make a cup of tea. Do you want to come with me?
I'm not.
You do. Mugwatch. This is from Typo, and it reminds me of a mug that my nan used to own. Well, a set actually that my nan used to own. It's very sort of retro, isn't it? Typo. Typo. And a few of you were asking where this is from. I painted it myself. Isn't it cute? Yeah. I prefer not to. Well, literally, you were like, I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. And then you were like, all right then, night. Instantly.
So tired.
I know, so I had to put the earplugs in.
Oh, well. Did you like the way you had your earplugs?
And then you delivered them to me.
I delivered them to you. I was like, oh no, I was had to finger it around in my bag.
I could hear, well, it wasn't a complete surprise because I could hear you rummaging around. Surprise. Here's your cup of tea if you'd like to take it away with you.
Is there sugar in it?
There's a sweetener in it.
Have you stirred it?
Yes, I've stirred it. You're on camera, get all of these demands.
Well,
Oh.
sometimes she doesn't stir it, sometimes she doesn't put sugar in it.
No, that's not always true.
That's why I said sometimes.
Should we go and pick the books for the day and pick the question for the day? Too hot to drink now. Yeah, come on, let's go. Cozy corner. Ooh. Hi. Well, let's get down to business. What are the plans for today? There's a few jobs to be done today. I've made a little list because this is what I do when this is what I use from Paper Gang when I'm doing my Friday reading vlogs. In amongst other things, I've got to go to the library to return some books. I've got to go to the pharmacy. I haven't actually written that on there. And you know I love to tick things off. Because I haven't got any more I've got one more lansoprazole to stop me getting heartburn. We're also getting a smart meter fitted, which I'm quite excited about, to see how much energy we're using. I've got a few little Patreon bits to do. I've got to post the Patreon book club poll and have a look at the Instagram feed for that. Yeah, a few little things I've got to do. I've got to pay my credit card, I've got to pay my council tax. And I've got reading to do as well. But first of all, before we get into any of that, let's pick a lit chat. So, how many of these have we done now? I can tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Let's have a look. A little shuffle. Also, what I didn't realise is that each of these, so this is a different kind of question to this. So like if they've got, and that. So I haven't worked out what it is that each of the questions mean yet. But, oh, and that's a different one as well. So yeah. Let's have a look. Well, it's actually Matilda. This is very similar to last week's question. Was reading something you enjoyed as a child? What was your favourite book? Was reading something you enjoyed as a child? What was your favourite book? So, we'll answer that at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure you'll all know what my answer is. I'm looking forward to. I've been really enjoying reading what you guys have been putting in the comments, your answers to these questions. I've really been enjoying it. Was reading something you enjoyed as a child? What was your favourite book? Great. That might be a little clue as to what one of my favourite books was when I was younger. Okay, should we go and pick some books to read today? I say books because I've got a plan. Come on over. Oh, and the books have changed actually, because there's a new TBR in town, isn't there? Previously we've been looking at my September TBR, but it's October now. So let's go over and pick. Let's. So here we are, new books, although that was on last month's TBR, that was on last month's TBR, so there are a few being pulled over. Now, I haven't read much this month for a variety of reasons, and I thought what I might do today is pick out 2 graphic novels from here that I've been meaning to read. So, Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. Oh, this was sent to me from my Patreon, from my wish list by one of you lovely lot. So I'm going to pick that for today. And also I've been meaning to read this for such a long time, Paper Girls, and I've had to renew it back at the library so many times. So yeah, but I'll take these over and we'll talk about them a bit more. But let's stack it up. Oh, this one is also a returning one to the TBR. There we go. See you guys again next week. Let's go over. So yeah, 2 graphic novels. And then if I get through the 2 graphic novels, because they don't take long, and I imagine this won't take long, I might even have this done by the time I finish reading my cup of tea. And if these don't take very long, then I'm already like 4/5, more than 3/4 of the way through a middle grade book, which I am absolutely loving. So I imagine if I get through these, I'll pick up that. And I've also got another children's sort of comic book graphic novel over there as well, which I might pick up as well. So, Paper Girls, Volume 1, it's just been made into a series for Amazon. David wants to start watching it. I've read this before, but I wanted to reread it before we went into the series, just so I would be more familiar with it. It's not going to take very long. It's set in the late 80s, on Halloween, or after Halloween, and it's about 4 12-year-old paper girls and an adventure. So I think there's sort of like, from looking at the TV series, it looks as though, having not seen Stranger Things, there's sort of Stranger Things vibes to it. So yeah, but I remember reading like volumes 1, 2 and 3 of this and really enjoying it. I actually own them, can't find them anywhere. They must be in a bag of books somewhere. So that's that, and I think that's what I'm going to read while I'm drinking my cup of tea and maybe then having some breakfast. Hello, Minnie! And then, as I said, Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. I believe, I'm sure this is the Bechdel of the Bechdel test as well. So this is a memoir with gothic twist, which I think is perfect for this month. A family funeral home, sexual angst and great books. It says, like Marjan Satrapi's Persepolis, which I loved, it's a story exhilarating, suited to graphic memoir form. We meet Alison's father, who's an obsessive restorer of the family's Victorian home, funeral director, high school English teacher, icily distant parent, and closeted homosexual, who, as it turns out, is involved with his male students and a babysitter. Through a narrative that was alternately heartbreaking and fiercely funny, we are drawn into a daughter's complex yearning for her father. When Alison comes out as homosexual herself in late adolescence, the denouement is swift, graphic and redemptive. So yeah, so I'm going to start with Paper Girls and then move on to that. Minnie's over here, she wants to sit on my lap. Come on then. And let's get reading, shall we? Exactly. Is this? Yes, Erin, says the beginning of Paper Girls. I've had to relocate because I've just spilt all my cereal over there. Milk, lovely, that will dry nicely, won't it? Got to get rid of that washing as well before the smart meter man gets here. David, where do we want to put the smart meter?
I don't know. I thought you could just put it anywhere.
In the kitchen?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was just like a little, you know, like our temperature thing, our box.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I don't know.
I assume it has to be plugged in though.
Pardon?
I assume it has to be plugged in.
Don't know. Maybe on charge.
Yeah. So before I spilt half my cereal over, which I'm about to finish, I'm 2/3 of the way through this. It's very action-packed as I remember it. Literally every single... There's just so much happening all the time. And I can see why they would have wanted to adapt this into a TV show, because I think it's going to be great fun. But it's more grown up than I remember it being as well. Quite violent. Quite bloody. So yeah, I'm going to finish this while I finish my breakfast. My new location. It's actually quite nice here because the light is beautiful. Finished it, really enjoyed it. David, I think this is going to be really good.
Yeah.
It looks as though it's sometimes going to be a bit scary though.
What's that?
Paper Girls.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I think it could be a little bit, but I don't think any more so than Stranger Things, and I can handle that. So
Come and show everybody your t-shirt because it's very cute. And why did you take that Marvel t-shirt off? Because I said it was horrible. Get down. Gizmo, that's Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is going to be really good.
Yeah, good.
Maybe we could watch some tonight.
Yeah.
We've got so much telly to watch at the moment.
We won't bloody long enough.
So I'm going to review this on my Instagram now. And it's actually quite warm sat here in the sun. Take this off. And then I've got my ghost pyjamas on underneath. Then I suppose I better get ready because David said the smart meter man, God, our whole life is revolving around the smart meter man, could be here from 10. So I'd rather be dressed and ready to go. And then it's just whether or not I'm going to walk to the pharmacy and the library. Because I think if I was to walk to the pharmacy and the library, David, what do you reckon? 2-hour round trip?
No, probably not that long, but I mean, it's a nice day for it. I think while we have the nice weather, you should get a nice bit of air.
That's true. I could
nice
listen to
little
my
chill
audiobook while I go.
Yeah, you're in no rush.
Or I could listen to my choir songs as well.
Yeah.
Need to practice.
Sing in the pharmacy.
La 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 la. We did a great song at pharmacy. We did
At pharmacy.
at pharmacy at choir. I found loving do, 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 since I found you. And I loved it. And when we all sang together, it was just so lovely. And I thought, this is why I joined a choir. Cool. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to review this on my Instagram. Get changed. I'm dressing up as Jane Seymour today, so you can see what I'm wearing for that. And the rest of the day can begin. My Jane Seymour outfit is complete. And as predicted, I am wearing these jeans. So I'm quite pleased with it actually. So these are Topshop jeans that I got years ago with a old ASOS belt. My favourite jeans ever. Both of these tops were secondhand from Depop. So this is a little sweater vest. The only thing is it's going to be 19 degrees outside, so it's probably going to be a bit warm. Which I thought this top was a little bit like what Jane Seymour wears in terms of the Tudor housing pattern. And then this shirt, I hadn't planned to wear this shirt. I bought 2 shirts secondhand on Depop. This one's from ASOS with these like balloon sleeves, and then the other one's from Zara with not balloon sleeves. But I can't find the Zara one, so I've gone with this. But I quite like it. I've just got to finish straightening my hair and do some makeup. And then we'll continue with the day. Right, I'm ready to go. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to walk. So I'm going to drive to my mum's because it's actually quite a nice day today and I might enjoy sitting in the garden for a bit and doing a bit of reading. So I'm going to drive to my mum's. I'm taking with me my new books in my bag. Look at this. Lovely, lovely fox on it. And then this poem with the words books in my bag highlighted in gold. So this is coming. I need to return the books that I'm taking back to the library. So there's only 2, both DNFs, sadly. These Impossible Things and Night Crawling. They're both going back to the library. Then I'm going to take Fun home, because I'm going to read that in the garden. And I'm also going to take Heartstopper, because I'm going to lend that to my sister. I think that's all I need. I might take, do I need anything else? I might take another book in case I finish that book. Such is the way, isn't it? I'm sure if you're a reader too, you're always like, well, what happens if I finish reading that book? I haven't got any plans to get any books out from the library. Oh, I need to take, yeah, in case I go to, well, I'm going to go to the pharmacy. The reason also I'm not walking to the pharmacy is because I'm thinking they might not even have my medication. I have to email them and then it takes 48 hours to process. And they never let me know if it's been processed or not. So far, I mean, luckily, every time I've turned up, and it's always quite a big queue. Every time I've turned up, I've queued and then they've had it. But I'm waiting for the day when I queue and they don't have it. Also, quite nicely last time, they gave me 2 months worth, so I didn't have to go back every month. So I need my purse and I need, maybe I will take that other book. I'm gonna go and get that other book. Where is it? So as I said, I was 3/4 of the way through a children's book, and that's by Ash, Oak and Thorn by Melissa Harrison. So I'm going to take that as well, so I can potentially finish that too. But yeah, a bit of reading in the garden with a nice cuppa. That sounds nice. Maybe my mum might even do me lunch, who knows. So I'm going to do that shortly. Might be a bit too windy to hear me, but I am indeed at my parents', as I said I would be. And I have indeed been to the library. The exciting thing was, I didn't think I had any books to pick up. However, when I got there, one that I've been waiting on a really, really long time, Trespasses by Louise Kennedy, has arrived. And it was so weird because, you know those sort of like coincidences that happen where she was literally, I'd given her my library card and she was like, oh, I just put through a book, and it was literally there with my name on it and my library card was there. So Trespasses by Louise Kennedy, very excited to read this. But like I said, I've had a reservation on it for ages. Then I also picked up A Christmas in Time by Sally Nichols because I've been enjoying that Melissa Harrison book so much. I was having a look to see if there was any other thing sort of like autumnal, and there wasn't, but there was this Christmassy one. So I will not read that before Christmas, but it was just a sort of reminder as like, this is a Christmas book, I need to put it on my list really. Then The King is Dead by Benjamin Dean, which is on the Books in My Bag long list, short list for young adult fiction, and I saw that there and I was like, oh, I put a reservation on at my other library, but I'll just pick it up there and cancel that reservation. Looking forward to that. And then a cookbook, and I do enjoy getting a cookbook out the library. It's Fast Vegan by Leon. And what I was very excited about is that it's got a meal plan at the beginning as well, which I definitely, I mean, I don't know if it needed to be at this fold out page, but I definitely feel like meal plans are the way to go. For example, if we were eating today's meal plan, for breakfast, we would have had fennel, radish and dill avocado on toast, yummy. For lunch, we would have had parsnip, kale and beetroot salad with a blueberry muffin, yes please. Nut butter jam cookies as a snack, and then Maisie's fish and chips for dinner. But instead I had 2 teaspoons of a very sugary cereal, because that was all that I had in the house this morning. Just had some tomato soup that my mum's made with tomatoes out the garden, and a cheese and onion toasty. And then for dinner tonight, I think we've got a chili con carne cottage pie, which will be quite nice. But yeah, I thought I was going to be able to sit out here and do a bit of reading, but if I'm being, oh, maybe I could. It's not that cold. But yeah, no more reading has been done yet, and because I walked everywhere I walked with my mum and my sister, I haven't listened to any audiobook either, so that's that. Need a photo taken of my outfit today. Might have to go and do that now. Home. I need to film a cosy reading night announcement, but as you can see, the way the light is at the moment, I won't be able to see anything when filming, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I might make myself a cup of tea, I've got a bit of a sore throat, and then read this. Fun Home. Yeah, I think I might. This looks as though it might be one of those. It's quite a word. She says quite a wordy picking up one page that doesn't have anything on. I think it's going to be a longer read than Paper Girls. Yes, I think I might make a cup of tea and have a little sit on the sofa, bask in the sunshine. Are you almost finished work, David? Just asked David if he wants a cup of tea. The energy meter has been fitted whilst...
I'm going to have to move that.
Oh, I'm putting it in that one? Whilst I've been out, and I said to David, do you want a cup of tea? And he said, yeah. And I want to come and watch the energy meter go up while we put the kettle in. So, let's see. It's not plugged in. Oh, it's not on.
No,
Could you get my mug, please? Oh, sorry. So, it was saying 3p an hour when we were on. Oh, it's already gone up to 6p an hour. So
what have you turned on?
Nothing. Go on then, put that on. Pop that over there. So David's quite excited about seeing it. I mean, I don't think it's not going to make us do anything more or less, is it?
No.
Oh, £1.03 an hour to put the kettle on. I just think this is quite helpful in terms of like we've got no. Oh, it's gone down to £1 an hour. What are you doing? Careful. That's what you got for Christmas off my mum. A birthday. What's that for? To do your cheese on top of your burgers?
Yeah, I've already done it. I had a ham and cheese spaghetti for lunch.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it didn't.
You should have taken a photo. Oh, it didn't melt it very well.
No.
It did.
No, it didn't.
It's
But
gone down to 99p. Oh, back up to £1. It's just exciting, isn't it?
this looks like, oh, sorry,
Put
Belle.
me on the knee.
This looks like a very high quality shot.
Well, it is, because we're in it. People kissing. I hate it when I see people kiss, so imagine watching a video of people kissing. No big kissing, no big kissing. But it's good to know that when nothing's on, it's 3p. Although David's, how many monitors have you got plugged in?
Just the one. Well, I've got my monitor,
And that's
the charger.
like microwave, fridge, just all stuff that's plugged in and just ticking around in the background.
So it goes down a
It's
bit.
very sensitive though, isn't it? Because when I turned on this light, it went from 3p to 4p. And then when we put the kettle on, it went on instantly to £1.
Yeah. So that's mad, isn't it?
So that's at the top end.
Just that little burst of energy. It's not even the top.
The top end of the middle.
Oh yeah.
So when you've got things like the oven on and stuff.
Oh man, that's gonna.
Do you want to just put the oven on and see what happens?
Well, see, remember, this is why people are saying, no, let's not. No, we only use the oven when we need to.
Yeah.
Don't wanna,
Do you want to put the oven on and see how much it will cost?
Do you want to waste some energy? So, because I remember this is why somebody said that they was going to start using their air fryer because it would be cheaper than using the oven.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So obviously, like the hobs would be fine.
I tell you what, we do need to start doing. I'm very guilty of it, and you've just done the same thing here. Only filling up how much water we need, because then we don't have to boil the kettle for as long.
That's true.
And we don't have to waste as much
water.
water.
You are.
Money saving tips.
You are the
with
queen
Lauren and
of
David.
filling up that kettle.
Well, I am trying to be a bit better with it. Oh look, we've swapped the places now, like Anne and Dec. What are you going to do for the rest of the day, David?
Well, I'm just doing a little bit more work, and then I'm done.
What should we do this evening?
Well, we've got lots to watch. Well, I say we've got lots to watch. I'm up to date on She-Hulk. There's only one more episode left.
Has it been alright?
It's been fine. I quite enjoyed the last episode.
Because Daredevil's in it.
Because Daredevil's in it, and they bumped uglies.
They had it off.
They did have it off. Yeah. I'm so happy he's back. Matt Murdock is very good.
Now that makes me think I want to watch it. Right, it's gone off. See how quickly it goes back down.
2, 1. Not yet. And second.
It's not going down.
No.
Maybe this is just it now.
No.
We started something. We started something.
No. Give it a second.
Well, just it was very quick to.
Yeah, right. Right. No more tea.
Rooney is not going anywhere.
Maybe just sup it. Shut off that electricity completely. Yes, I know, Monty.
I know, Minnie, it's very expensive, isn't it? Maybe it's until I finish making the tea and I've still got to take the tea bag out of mine.
Maybe. Go back down, please.
Not going back down, is it?
No. This is fun for everyone to watch. They can't even see what we're looking at.
Well, I suppose we just have to leave it until it goes back down. How much have we used today? 31p now.
Just to boil that kettle.
How much was it on before?
I think it's about 24p. But then it's been on for over 4 hours. Wow.
Have you not had any tea in that time? Tea.
Yeah.
It's a special treat now.
Yeah.
I know, Minnie.
No, you might have to start.
I'll have to stay here until it goes down. It's still on one.
I know. I feel like I don't want to leave until it goes down. Go down, please. Oh.
Oh, waiting for data. We're having an update. Did they have to turn the electricity off to do it?
Yeah. As I was in the middle of a meeting.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was alright.
We've just decided, and I'm quite excited, David's finished work now for the day. We're going to watch Catherine Called Birdy tonight.
Certainly
which
are.
I am off my head about because it's got Andrew Scott and Russell Brandon, top of the old crush tree, plus Billy Piper, who I also love. And it just looks really fun, doesn't it? It looks really funny. So we're going to watch that tonight. What time is it now?
It's 10 to 5.
Oh, David, I've still got a video to film and edit and put up.
Oh dear, well you can do that and I'll have a little play.
Yeah, I think I will. I've read one little tiny, not even a full page of this yet. Because then David wanted to show me the trailer for the third instalment of his Dark Materials. David, you know his Dark Materials? Did they do it in book 1 and then book 2 and then book 3? They did, I think.
I mean...
So it's over 3 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I've not read it.
No, as in like what we've seen 2 series. It wasn't
Yes.
the first series wasn't book 1 and 2 mashed together. It was it was because
I thought it was mashed together.
No, so it does overlap a little bit, but there's definitely been 3 series, and I remember that because they filmed season 1 and 2 together, and then they've just filmed season 3 because it takes place over like 3 months, but it's got people in it, and the guy who plays Will, well, he looks like a fully grown adult now. I saw a picture of him at Comic-Con. He's got a beard and everything. So yes, we watched the trailer for that and that looks very good. James McAvoy looked very sexy. Stay right until the end because you get a little sneak peek of someone who I can't mention in case you haven't read the books or haven't seen it. And we also watched the trailer for
Hard to narrow it down.
the Lindsay Lohan
Christmas movie.
which
Falling
I think
for
looks quite
Christmas.
good.
I mean, I feel like we've seen it all.
Yeah, it looked good, I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you going to play then while I'm doing this filming?
Well, I downloaded a couple of trial games, so I'm going to have a little go at them.
Cool.
Because I'm not.
We never did. What was that game we were playing together?
Oh, It Takes Two. Yeah, we still got that.
Got to do some of that as
Yeah,
well.
but because I
Makes
was
my
going to
hands hurt when I press the
buy.
button so hard though.
Because I was going to buy FIFA, but I'm not now because I don't like the new FIFA. It's just not fun. But there's other games that, so I might buy instead.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got some trials of a couple of games.
Good idea, David. Good idea. So cool. Well, I suppose I better
Crack on.
record my Cody Reader Night announcement, which will be coming out next week. I've also got a library haul to do now because I've got some library books to show, but I won't film that today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And yeah, that's that, I suppose.
That's Friday.
That's Friday. Not so much reading today. Bit of coziness. Really excited about watching Catherine Called Birdy tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Catherine Called Birdy or Catherine Named Birdy? Catherine Called Birdy. I'm so excited to watch it. We haven't watched any films for ages as well. We're really falling behind on our
Big
film
time.
watching.
Big time.
Yeah. Alright then. Let's film that video, yeah? What was in there? Bit two.
Bit large scale.
Bit of live scale. Well, I filmed those. Hey, be quiet, mister. Would you make that be quiet?
What?
I filmed the video, I've edited the video, I've written the theme tune, wrote the theme tune. What is it, David? Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I've filmed the video and edited it, it's uploaded. I've done my Patreon post, I've done no more reading. But Dave and I are going to now watch yesterday's House of Games and today's House of Games, which hasn't been on yet. Dave and I are on a quest to get 100% in an episode of House of Games.
It'll never happen.
Don't say that, David. It doesn't matter who's here, if there's more than just David and I here, but just in one, we would like to get 100% on House of Games. Now, the furthest we've ever got is getting 100% in the first round of House of Games. How many rounds are there? 5?
Yeah, I think so.
David loses heart very quickly. As soon as we've got a question wrong, he's like, I don't even really want to watch the rest of this. True or not true?
Oh no, that was to begin with, but I don't really care anymore.
It's very good practice for when we do eventually get there, though. So, let's see if on Thursday's episode of the House of Games, I keep calling it the House of Games, just House of Games, we get a 100p. Go, David! Bam, bam, bam.
Surname of James Bond actor.
Oh my God, Richard, what's his
Branson.
name? Branson and
Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Branson Brosnan.
Well done, David. Well done. 100p.
Brosnan. Richard Branson. Here's Brosnan.
That was too hard for me to start with. I don't like the idea of that.
Paul McCartney's band with wife Linda.
Wings.
And former jazz with emphasis on offbeat.
Swing. Wings and swing.
Evelyn.
Experimental jazz, I'm thinking. And
I am going to stop you there. Or we have to see you make up an anagram for experimental.
Wings and swing.
No offence, yes.
Come on.
it was
Wings, yeah. Wings and swing.
Yes! 100p.
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 Almost give me a half point, come on.
Do you know what? I'm so far away from giving you a point now. I can't even begin to tell you the distance between me and you getting a point. You're so cheeky, that one.
Come on, it's Thursday.
What is this?
Satsuma?
And a polite thing to say after belching.
Pardon me.
Excuse me.
Larden pardon. Larden pardon.
No.
You might be playing rhyme songs.
Clove.
Any birdie?
Clover.
Toby. Parcel pardon? Parcel pardon? Gents.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
I can't remember.
Dunno.
Let's have a look, shall we? What are those things called?
Oh.
Pardon
Was
me.
never ever going to get that. We're already not got 120p. Over. We are now on to Friday's episode. 100p. First episode sounds like. Just found out that Trixie from Call the Midwife's going to be on not next week, the week after.
Right, okay.
Cartoon characters, right,
And I'm going
okay.
to show you a series of pictures, or just a picture, and you just have to tell me what you can see in those pictures, and it will be the name of a cartoon character.
Okay, I'm not very good at these, but you are, David.
Which is this? Which cartoon
all on
character
you.
is represented by these pictures, please?
Bunny. Bugs
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny.
Yes, Kerry.
Bugsy Balloon.
It is not
Oh.
Bugsy Balloon, I'm afraid.
Come on, Joe.
Yes, Joe. Bugs Bunny. Yes, Bugs Bunny.
100p.
Good start, good start.
Well done, Joe.
You got that one. I don't think I would have got that. Top Cat.
Top Cat.
Joe. Top Cat. Top Cat.
100p. 100p.
Top Cat.
Joe's too
Cartoon
quick.
character.
I need them to be Pop.
Pop Tart. No, Pop Pie.
Popeye.
Popeye. Pop Tart.
What?
Yeah, and what's the second one?
Tart. Popeye.
Toby. Popeye. Popeye is the answer.
Why did she? Oh, that's infuriating.
I had it in my head, but I just couldn't
She's bad as Linda.
Your next category is
Oh, God.
films.
Okay.
Oh,
Films of
David.
these, please.
Come on.
Scarface. Scarface.
Well done.
Toby. Scarface.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Well
God.
done.
100p.
Next one.
We might get through the first round.
Tina Pot. Tina Jug.
Kerry.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
Oh, it's over.
Right
It's over. No more 100p. And that's as quickly as it can be over in.
Kerry.
think I'm going to get into my pyjamas. I'm not going to end this video. I'm going to take my trousers off over there. I'm not going to end. I'm talking to the viewers. I'm not going to end this video until we've watched Catherine Named Birdy, just to let you know what I think of it, because I imagine there'll be a few people maybe that if I like it will also like it, so I'll let you know. And also, I know I've mentioned things in these videos before where I've then not got on to tell you how I enjoyed it. So yeah, I think I'll do a bit of reading. David's about to start making dinner. This little vest can come off. I quite like that little vest. Kept me warm today, David.
Nice.
I will go and do a bit of reading, I think, under a blanket, maybe with some nice background music on. This I can't take off because you'll see everything. So yeah, I'll meet you back in there in a mo. All right, bye. She's in her pyjamas and she's got this blanket on and everything feels nice. Now, truth be told, that's just David trying to close the kitchen door. I'm not going to read this. I'm going to finish off by Ash, Oak and Thorn by Melissa Harrison, because I'm on page 182 and it's 239 pages long, and I have been loving reading this. It's just been a complete joy and just something really, really nice to read, which has been very nice at the moment. So let's get on with it. They're all just so cute. Well, the background lighting looks quite cosy, so hopefully it is. We've just finished watching Catherine Called Birdy. I thought it was fine. David thought it was...
Fine.
Well, you said boring.
I said fine.
Oh, yeah, but during it you said you were bored.
Oh, yeah, I was a bit bored, yeah.
I thought Bella Ramsey was really good. I thought Andrew Scott was really good. I thought Billie Piper was really good. Yeah, I feel like it got a little bit lost along the way, didn't it?
The trailer definitely did not...
The trailer has got the best bits in.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot funnier.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. But here we are anyway. About to answer the question, was reading something you enjoyed as a child? What was your favourite book? So you may well know that reading was definitely something that I enjoyed as a child. I did a lot of reading as a child. We briefly touched on this with the last question in the last video, where I said that I don't really remember being read to. I sort of just remember reading by myself. One of my favourite books as a child was Matilda by Roald Dahl. I think because she does a lot of reading to herself as well, I really, really love that book. I also love The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and I've got very vivid memories of picking that book up from the library, having put a reservation on it. I remember paying 35p to put a reservation on it and getting it in. And the library that I picked it up from is actually the library that I visited today with my mum, sister and niece. That was near my primary school, and we used to go there quite a lot, sort of every month or so, to get more books out, until I'd read all the books in that library. And then we went to a slightly bigger library in the town near us, where I went on to read more books than all of their books there as well. So yeah, I would definitely mention Matilda by Roald Dahl. I would definitely mention The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. Roald Dahl as a whole, to be honest, I've got very, very vivid memories of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, George's Marvellous Medicine, The Witches. I think because they were books that I read and reread loads, and also I was always a rereader even as a child. I used to just read things to exhaustion. So yeah, that's my answer. Would love to hear what your answer is too. Was reading something that you enjoyed as a child? What was your favourite book? Would very much enjoy hearing your answers to those. I imagine there's a lot of Roald Dahl and Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe peeps out there, but would love to hear some other of your favourite books. Then let's read today's poem, and then I think we'll go to bed. So it's the 7th of October today. There's two poems from 1777 by Amy Lowell, or Birthday by Rachel Rooney. Oh, I think I'm going to read this one because each of these poems has like a little passage at the top of it as well. And it says here, autumn is a time where the wind starts blowing strongly, pulling leaves off trees and turning umbrellas inside out. In this poem, Rachel Rooney personifies the wind, transforming it into a character having a tantrum on their birthday. So I think that sounds really fun. So let's read that. Wind was angry, slammed the door. Smash went the glass on the kitchen floor. Out in the garden, wind shook trees, kicked up a fuss and a pile of leaves. Wind was howling, started to shout, who blew the candles of my birthday cake out? So that's it. Another reading vlog done. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again soon for another booktube video. Goodbye!